Hi there. This video is intended for businesses that are reliant, at least partially, on word of mouth referrals. I'm going to show you something that you probably are not aware of. You are very likely losing word of mouth referrals. I'm going to show you why. I'm going to show you how you can check your own business to verify that and how you can fix it. Beyond that, I'm going to show you how you can grow beyond just relying on word of mouth referrals. Because while they are the best, on average, a happy client customer is going to tell 3 to 5 people about their experience. An unhappy one doesn't tell the company about it. 96% of the time, they don't. But they do tell between 5 and 15 people about their experience. That's out of your control. It's better if they tell you about it so you can at least fix the situation. So I'm going to show you some examples. I encourage you to schedule a call because I can give you real analytics of your business. We'll do a deep dive into showing you any kind of gaps that would reduce those word of mouth referrals, finding you and contacting you. And then beyond that, how do you get people that are just looking for your services? They're new to town. They don't have a referral directing them to you, because that is the best way to grow. You need to be visible and you need to look better than your competition. So hopefully you get some value out of this. I guarantee you will if you've made it this far. So let's dive in with some real life examples, and I can show you how to do it on your own. First thing you want to do, check to see, are you losing word of mouth referrals? So typically what happens is people are going to look you up, right? They need to find your phone number unless you've just got business cards floating all over the place. Either way, they're likely going to do some research. So what you want to do is go to someone else's computer. Don't use yours because Google knows that you've already looked yourself up online. So use someone else's computer. Worst case scenario, pull up a private browser or get on a VPN and then open up a browser. And then you're going to want to go put your business name up here in a Google search. Now, here's the ideal situation. So Dr. Lisa Peters, plastic surgery office outside of Chicago. Here you see on the right, this is her Google business profile. Top here, we've got her website. And if you scroll down, the whole page is all Dr. Lisa Peters. I mean, this just continues on and on and on. This is ideal. Chances are, if there's a referral going to Dr. Peters, they're not going anywhere else because they're finding her very easily, and she's got great reviews and a whole bunch of them. Now, what happens if you don't find yourself here? You've got some gaps, right? You've got some holes to plug. And I'm going to show you a little bit more on that in a minute. But I want to continue on and show you what happens if you are looking like Dr. Peters. You're looking great. Now, the next thing you're going to want to do is look for your services. So I'm going to look for a plastic surgeon in Forest Park, Illinois, where she's located. And look, it's the same thing. She's dominating the organic search. She's dominating with her Google business profile showing up. She has an incredible online presence. What are the chances that she's a client of ours? Okay, so I'm going to show you how this happens. How do you get here? I'm going to tell you it's 2 things. It's reviews, volume. It doesn't even have to be 5 stars. And then it's business listings or directories, okay? So we did some analytics on a business that, okay, so this is what Dr. Peters looks like. Right, so she started out with a 389 listing score, and we went and loaded all of their information. They used to be invisible online, and now you can find them on all these sites. So Uber, people get an Uber, go to your business. Even if you have e-commerce, it's important to load these things. It's going to create trust. So oftentimes, and just imagine, you're starving for a burger, chicken wings, right? You get a little craving, you want some pizza. You look up a place, you drive there, you're going to place an order, you're going to have dinner, friends and family, and then they're not open. But it says online there. I mean, how angry are you? It's very frustrating. I get furious, especially if I'm craving something. It's very important that you are giving a good first impression. It's very important that people can find you. We often find competitors listed when someone is doing a search for their business, okay? Here is a report that we ran for, this is not a client of ours. We looked at 55 different directories and we found them on 18. Pretty good accuracy. We often see really bad scores here. And you can see here, you're probably familiar with Yelp, Google, Facebook, Bing, YPs, like the old yellow pages. Scroll down, some of these will look familiar. All of them are relevant or many of them are, just depending on your specialty. These are things that we go in and fix. Here, these aren't submitted directly. That's what we do up here. We submit it directly. We watch to make sure your evil competitor isn't changing it or some crazy computer algorithm isn't changing it. But there's hundreds of other directories out there, and you can't submit your information directly. They just copy it from these three. So it's important that you have your information loaded there. Again, this is not a client of ours. We look at your reviews. I'm not going to dig into that right now. We look at your social media. This is more relevant in certain industries. I encourage everyone to have a social media presence, but certain businesses, you can consider it mandatory. Some businesses can operate solely on their social media presence. We'll look at your website. There's various capacities to this. The biggest thing that we notice is that page speed is often lacking on mobile. This example is actually pretty decent. We often see really slow mobile speeds. Just imagine you find a business, you're looking to get your hair cut or whatever it is online, and you click on their website and then it's slow to load. I mean, you're just going to click back unless you're married to the person. You're just going to go back and find the next person on the list. So typically, if your website's in halfway decent shape, we may just suggest some changes to your web developer, but some websites are in shambles, so we may suggest you get a new one. Beyond that, if you're e-commerce, there's certain things that we look for. If you're advertising, we'll find that, but we may not if you're using a landing page that's separate from your normal home page, but we can dive deeper into that, if you provide us with that information. We'll look at organic search when someone's searching for your services. Now, in this example, all the keywords showing up were the names of the business, and we'll go beyond that. I mean, we'll use some tools that will look at, other keywords that you are or are not ranking for. I don't know why they're not showing up right here. Probably because I went on a VPN. Anyways, I'm going to show you something more interesting, a more real life example, okay? Emergency plumbers. So you need emergency plumbing services, and your friend told you contact Captain Rooter. Apologies if you know Captain Rooter in Chicago. I'm not sorry. Tell them that we've got some great opportunities to improve Captain's online presence. So you get this referral, right? Let's pretend that you're Captain Rooter. Someone does a search. This is what they find, 3.7 out of 67 reviews. That's not that good. I mean, I probably wouldn't contact them, especially if I go and do another search. Like, listen, they've got some okay scores from House Advisor. Facebook is still not very good. House has decent reviews, but only 4 of them. Right here, it says they're ignoring calls. Price is a bit high. I'm likely going to go do another search, emergency plumber near me. And guess what I find? I find 4.7 with over 4,000 reviews. Here's a 5-star with 29 reviews, 4.9. Why would I contact the captain here when I've got other options? And look at, the captain doesn't even have a website. You just got to call and hope he answers. This is really important that you're showing up and you're showing up solid. So that being said, I want to encourage you to schedule a call with us. We'd be happy to dive into your website, your overall online presence. I know that we do an awesome job. In worst case scenario, it's free data, it's free research. We're gonna do a lot of work for you, and if you want to go run with it on your own, go for it. Take you a lot of time. You probably have to do a lot of research, but we'd be happy to just schedule a call and show you what we find. So thank you again for giving this a listen and a watch, and hope to hear from you soon. Schedule a call. There should be a button at the top of the screen. Thanks.